Pep, how satisfied are you with what you got from your players tonight?
A lot. Against 11, against 10, we make a really, really good performance against a team like it's a culture for the DNA, for the Italian teams, how they are able to stay when 10 men in, defend every ball, defend every block, and defend block, the shoots, the crosses, how make the children run in the sides, how aggressive they are, how strong they are mentality. I faced in my career many times in the Italian teams. I could not break them. So yeah, really pleased, because after 10 against 11, you can be more anxious, you can be more in a hurry. I would say it was completely the opposite. It was in the positions, and in the first half you have already 1 or 2 chances, but Milenko Savic was extraordinary. But when we unlocked the door, so yeah, it was a little bit easier. Where every pass was intention, every movement was intention, and yeah, really, really pleased, because I know exactly perfectly how is Napoli, and especially Antonio, that his teams is always, they are really, really, really tough to beat, and I know perfectly from my past.
I was going to say, how key was composure, and did we see that in both goals tonight as well?
But the goals defend of the talent, so of course you have one more man in the middle. Phil in that position is incredible. It's quite similar movement that Jeremy has done with Erling against a second goal against United. And after Jeremy in that position, 1-against-1 against central defenders in the 5 meters, is the fastest player. He's unstoppable. In long distances, maybe suffer a lot for his genetic, but in his smaller spaces, the 1-2, how fast it is. Always I encourage them to go, to prove it, to take it, and make an incredible finishing at the end.
Finally for me, Pep, what more can you say about Erling Haaland? Because he's now the fastest to 50 Champions League goals. He's done it in 49 games. The previous best was 62 by Ruud van Nistelrooy.
What can I say? So the numbers speak for itself. So how lucky and fortunate we have to have him, and just congratulate him, because it's alongside in terms of goals, Van Nistelrooy, but especially Lewandowski, but especially with the 2 monsters that have been Cristiano and Messi during 50, 20 years. Erling is there. So in terms of goals, is unbelievable.
James. Hi, Pep. Do you think, given his age, given how good he is, do you think Erling could become the all-time record Champions League goal scorer?
If in that rhythm, yeah. He's not injured. He can play 10, I don't know how many years, 10, 12 years. And I would say he maintained this progression, absolutely.
And have you seen an improvement in him this season, do you think? Because he's started absolutely on fire.
It's a question of play a lot and experience and more important games and his mentality as well. So, of course it is.
Hi Pep, can I just check first of all, Rodri's okay? It was just you just took him off.
he has to be out, but it's fine.
Okay, and also just about Foden and Haaland, this partnership. How important or how good do you think they've started the season? You
cannot imagine. I said before how I miss him, how we miss Phil. Last 2 games have been the Phil that we know, and I know how he played close to the Erling in the year that we won the 4th Premier League, the last game against West Ham here. Phil was the best player in the Premier League, so last season we could not be there and cannot be here. So yeah, it's a sense of danger close to the box, and he could score 1 or 2 goals again. So yeah, we are so happy, because I know that as much he's happy and his joy and his life is fine, the rest, his nature, his incredible talent comes alone.
Pep, what's been the key to helping Phil find that joy back in his game again?
No, it's no put pressure at all. Everybody in our life, we need to be loved, but he is special. There are people that are more sensitive. There are people that are more, and he's a guy who needs to feel, embrace, him in all the aspects, with mates, with me, with the club. When that's happened, after Phil respond like the player that he is.
Hi Pep, I just wanted to ask about Nico O'Reilly today. He had a very good performance. He's still a very young player, but he doesn't look out of place in the Champions League.
Club, yeah. Last season was unbelievable when he came in or go there, so he's a top player. He's can play in 3-4 positions. Has to improve, but defensively it was, I would say, the point, like maybe it was a little bit weak when he arrived with us from the academy, but he grew up a lot, and his presence at pieces in 1-against-1 and with the ball is really good, arrived good in the final position. So, yeah. So he's a player hopefully for many years as well.